This is part 2. Hopefully I'll be able to put these two together seamlessly. Who knows? Maybe the dog will leave us alone. On full throttle number 2 here. Alright, we got audio this time. We got video this time. Alright, so I watched a pretty cool movie off the nerd topic. The movie Chef. Heard of that?
Never heard of that before.
It's, what's the guy that did Iron Man?
Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau, where he's the chef. He wrote and directed it.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it something like 90% or something.
Dude,
like that.
That's pretty hot. And if you haven't seen it, I recommend you get away to go see it. It follows him as a chef, and he's trying to, he loses his job as a chef, whether or not he's fired or whatever is up for debate.
Right.
But he starts his own business, and he brings his son along for the ride. And through that, him and his son bond. And there's some other supporting characters and stuff that goes on. Matt told me that I blow out too many details from movies, so I'm trying to leave this kind of vague. I don't want to blow all the movie too much for you,
okay.
But it's like it reminded me a lot of Real Steel. It's kind of a heartfelt story between a dad reconnecting with his son, and they're doing something that the dad loves, and the son comes along, and it turns out he likes it too, and then the world is magical. So that was pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool movie. I think it's better than Real Steel. I like Jon Favreau. I like Scarlett Johansson's in it. I like her.
Oh, she's been really hot lately.
I like
man.
John Leguizamo. I like him. I like what the story had to say. My only gripe is that I wish real life worked the way that movie made me felt it should. The way the movie made me feel was, if you don't like what you're doing, fuck everything and drop what you're doing, follow your passion, and everything will be okay. And it felt good. It worked for the movie, but my thing is, if I dropped everything now and followed my passion, I would have no health insurance. I wouldn't be able to pay the rent. I wouldn't be able to pay any car notes. I wouldn't be able to buy dog food. I could draw 1 million pictures and do 1 million of these podcasts and everything, and I wouldn't make it. But the movie, you watch the movie, and they're like, dude, just follow your passion and shit will work out for you.
Like the Field of Dreams.
Yeah,
you feel it will come.
It was just, but honestly, the movie was good. So check that out. And I watched Heroes, Captain America.
Oh, the Heroes United.
Captain America and Iron Man, Heroes United, the anime thing. I watched that. A lot better than that Hulk bullshit they put out a while back.
That was just really garbage.
It's all CG, and they had a really good voice actor do the Red Skull for the movie. That was pretty cool. The story was a little campy. It was a little bit Disney XD, kind of dumbed down for everybody, but it was kind of cool. I had a good time watching it. It's not nearly as cool as when I watch those DC animated things. Like, the DC is really knocking that animated shit out, dude.
Speaking of DC animation, they got a new one coming out, dealing with Aquaman. Remember the...
They're going to try to make him cool again.
Yeah, right. So after War, the one with Darkseid and...
the last one,
The last one. After that was the end credit, they show Ocean Master.
Oh, I don't know that I watched all the way.
Yeah, Ocean Master, which is Aquaman's brother. It's talking about the Throne of Atlantis. That's what it is. Throne of Atlantis. That's the next installment for the DC animation.
That's cool. I really look forward to DC animation. DC, if you're not doing anything right, you're doing video games right, and you're doing your animation right.
I agree on that one too.
Marvel has not quite caught up to your animation. I think they're leaving the animation strictly PG, not even coming close to anything else. And DC is saying we want to stick it up a little bit.
Yeah, they have a long road to go ahead of them as far as they move.
DC's video game is pretty cool too. They got the Arkham,
yeah.
They got the Injustice. Yeah. Those are pretty cool.
The only thing Marvel put out this past year was Deadpool.
Well, Deadpool was good. Legos.
Oh, Legos, yeah.
Legos was my money maker. I love the Lego. You can put that on anything. Legos is going to be fun. Speaking of DC, the news.
Oh, I heard the news. I could tell you.
Dwayne Johnson,
Yeah.
The Rock, the People's Champion, has been confirmed. We knew he was confirmed to be in the Shazam movie. We knew he was confirmed to be in the DC universe. But now we know
No, it's official.
the name of the character he's going to be playing.
Black Adam.
Black Adam. Now, nobody knows much more than that. You know more than that.
Oh, I know who Black Adam. I know who Black Adam
Okay,
is.
but I'm talking about, how about this? Let's say that you have a really A-list celebrity who's hot, The Rock,
Right.
playing a bad guy
Right.
who is a very mind-manipulating son of a bitch, right?
Yeah,
If I'm not, Black Adam's got his shit together.
Yeah, he's a tyrant.
Yeah, so he is a tyrant.
He's a tyrant.
So
he shows no love.
what if they were to play him as like they did Loki? Like a bad guy for several movies.
Right.
Have him be an asshole, and not just a Shazam movie, because I don't know that a Shazam movie is going to make two piles of shit to me.
No.
Because you've already got Superman,
Yep.
you've already got Batman, you're going to have the Flash TV show,
Arrow.
you're going to have a new Green Lantern probably, some other cool people, and I don't think that Shazam is enough of a draw to do a franchise off of.
Well, in my opinion, is that they are trying to do the Marvel formula.
They're doing it backwards.
Yeah, they're doing it
Doing
backwards.
it backwards. Marvel said, cool movie, all together make one movie. DC saying, all in one movie, and if you're cool enough, you'll get a movie, you'll get a movie, you'll get a movie, you'll get a movie. It may work. Who knows? Because all we're going in is, here's one Superman to kind of show you what we're made of, and then now we got the funding for the Justice League, and then we'll see who's popular enough to branch off.
Right.
Marvel said, we know our shit's awesome. Movie, group movie.
Dance.
But so my thought is, let's take The Rock and make him a bad guy that doesn't die at the end of one movie or is not put in prison or whatever, but who can like terrorize across or
He's
be involved in storylines across the DC universe. That'd be pretty cool.
He's very powerful, man. He even gives Superman a hard time.
All right, now before we came back on, you said a name to me as if there was some news about this person, and
Yes.
I don't know the news. Tell me what you said.
Wesley Snipes.
All right. Loved him in Expendables 3?
I've never seen Expendables 3 yet.
Loved him.
He
was in jail for tax evasion in the movie. So
real life, imitating life. All right. Wesley Snipes. I know it's a rumor, but
Blade 4.
Blade
he's
4.
Interested in.
He's interested in Blade 4, and Marvel was saying they'll pay him $3 million.
But would it be a Marvel Studios Blade?
It's a Marvel Studio because they have their rights now. They got him back. They got him back. The characters.
Wow.
Were,
so they could potentially put Blade into the MCU.
Yes, they can.
Wow.
I have a theory here. I have a theory.
What about Ghost Rider?
Check this out. I got a theory. Check this out. Midnight Suns. Remember that? Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Blade, Night Stalkers, Doctor Strange, all part of the supernatural. Think about it.
But does Marvel have the rights to
Ghost Rider? They do. They reverted back to Marvel Studio.
I think that's ambitious.
That's very ambitious.
That would be awesome as hell. I'd love to see that movie, but I don't think that's going to be a rated R universe.
It could be. I
don't
PG-13, almost close to being rated R.
I don't know. The last Expendables was rated PG-13.
I heard.
And it still had all the violence, just none of the blood.
Yeah.
And you lose a lot of the fuck yous, and
yeah.
you lose some of that Blade was... I don't know how good a Blade Hunter, Vampire Hunter movie would be PG-13.
Or we could do the Netflix thing. You could do a 13 episodes.
But then it wouldn't be the MCU.
Yes, it will.
Now, dude, there's no way you're going to convince me that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff is supposed to be MCU.
It's connected to the MCU.
So that horrible display of Deathlock could appear...
No, we don't want that character.
Oh,
no.
God.
Hey, but they can't upgrade him in the MCU. I mean,
Deathlock is a cool character. He's got a cool history and stuff, but that guy that they put on the show...
By the way, he was in Dragoncon.
Well, who would have fucking recognized him?
Yeah,
oh, you're the guy that had some glowing shit on you, and yeah, horrible.
But yeah, Wesley Snipes, you know, they said
I'd like to see that.
$3 million, but the back end of the revenue of anything that he does with the Blade character, he get that.
Wow, that's cool, man. I'd like to see him do that before. He's gonna be getting old.
He's
as
52.
Shit.
He's 52 years old, man.
You wouldn't be able to tell the way they edited together Expendables 3,
right?
Because he was doing all his blade moves in Expendables 3, and he still looked good doing them.
Yeah, so he's 52, man. I mean, he still got some more years ahead. I mean, Sylvester Stallone is what, 70, almost 60?
But dude, that's that human growth one.
Yeah, you know.
All right, I see you got some books right here. What you got going on here?
Yeah, what I have here is Black Widow, of course.
Right. Yeah.
Black Widow. I haven't read it yet.
Is there anything special about that?
You know, Hawkeye's in it. He's very popular right now.
Hawkeye,
yeah. And
Hawkeye in the comic books may be cool. Hawkeye in the MCU, I don't feel it's so cool.
Yeah, but the man got red, but man, he was controlled by Loki. Come on, dude.
Okay, but Jeremy Renner's like what, 5'2"?
Is he that short?
I don't know, probably not. But he's a short dude, and it comes across when fuck, man, you do not look like a. I was mad when he did the Bourne shit. That was just, man,
like
let it go.
We're not going to let that go, man, yeah. So I got that today, you know, Black Widow. She's very popular right now, you know.
She is, but the artwork, the guy who's drawing this is getting paid, and he shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that there are other artists out there that don't even have an artist job that could bang this kind of shit out.
And another book I got is Sex Criminals. You should try this out. I'm going to critique this later on.
Sex Criminals. You put a post
online about that. Yeah. I have read the graphic novel.
This is what we talked about the other day.
Yeah, it's not bad artwork, man. It's pretty good.
It's probably got some storylines that you need to be taking a look at.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to give you the whole thing.
What do we got here?
This series, United States Murder Incorporated, done by Brian Bendis, the guy who brought you Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, my bad. Ultimate Spider-Man. You know, he's here in Atlanta right now. Taping the Powers.
Powers show. What channel is that going to come on?
That's going to be on Sony's.
Sony's channel?
Yeah.
They have a channel?
Yeah, the PlayStation Network going to have a channel.
Okay, yeah. Wow, the artwork is very lacking in this right here. But that's what they're going for.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dark.
Well, this looks like almost like a coloring book. I mean, there's absolutely no shading in it.
It's
all single cell.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Have you read any of these?
I read them 1 and 2.
Is it good? Is it worth checking out? Maybe. Good. Is it worth $3.99?
It's worth $3.99. In my opinion, it is.
All right.
And another book is like my friend does this. Y'all heard of him, Mark Bagley. You know, you met Mark. You know, and Brian Bendis, the same guy.
Oh, the same team from Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, same team from Ultimate Spider-Man.
This is their creator-owned thing
through
Marvel, though,
Through Marvel. It's an Icon imprint. So it's through Marvel, but they own the Icon.
All right, so this is the whole story from beginning to end. This is the story.
And I'm kind of disappointed because it's only 1 through 5, and they still left it like a cliffhanger.
Well, that's always so. If they made enough money or they get the okay, then they can say, yeah, this one did okay. Well, let's leave it open so that we have a built-in story. Right. That's what I would do.
Because I always tease Mars and, man, when the next one?
Oh, I got to do something cool this weekend. So Saturday, I went to go watch the Dragoncon parade with my wife, my daughter, and Matt, and another friend of ours, Greg. We all watched the parade together. Matt and Greg took off, left the family there. The family, we stayed there, passed out some business cards and stuff for my Silverbacks. This is the Silverbacks cave that we're in, you know, so we did that for a little while. But then I came home and I got asked to help somebody film some shit that night.
Really?
Yeah. I got asked, a friend of a friend who someone I met through Matt's Halloween party, I think 2 years ago, Rosalind.
I remember her.
Yeah, she's a young and upcoming filmmaker and writer and stuff like that. So she's putting together projects, and she had a project and she needed some overnight shoot stuff to cap off her principal photography.
Wow. Okay.
So she was like, man, I really got to get these last takes, and I had a lot of people that couldn't make it, so Matt and I got asked to help. We said yes. All right, so she put together this project that she wants to enter into the Atlanta Film Festival.
That's coming up pretty soon.
I'm not sure what the date is, but when I left there at 6 o'clock Sunday morning, I left my house at 6 o'clock Saturday night. I came home at 6 o'clock Sunday morning. I also got up at 6 o'clock Saturday morning to go to Dragoncon. So now I've been awake for 24 fucking hours. So Rosalind's movie is going to be some sort of abduction, apocalyptic style. I didn't get the full idea, but I was there for a little while. But I was only there for one day, and I think she said she'd been shooting for 8 weeks. Huh. So I didn't get all of it. But I got to do that Saturday night, and then it rained on us for about 2 hours, and I was fucking miserable. And then we finally started filming after the rain broke, and I had to take off my socks. I was gooey, and I got shit and bugs all over me and stuff. But around 6 in the morning, I ended up getting home and taking a nap, or going to bed and calling it a day. So Rosalind's got a movie called Option 3, should be coming out sometime soon. So if you know Rosalind, give her a shout out, or see if there's any way you can help. I think she's looking for an editor and some Foley work and shit like that. But so that's what I got to do. Now, you talk about Walking Dead, go ahead.
Yeah, Walking Dead, the place is Coweta County that they filmed. Yeah, Coweta County. Yeah. They gave them another 5 years to work there. Mm.
The company was given another 5 years by the town or the city?
Yeah.
Said you guys can continue to work here and feed us money.
That's right.
Give us some revenue.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, that's good stuff. All right, so yesterday, or Tuesday, today's Thursday, so Tuesday, there's a comic book that came out.
All right.
I haven't picked up my comic book yet.
I will be getting it pretty soon. I'm getting it tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
The Death of Wolverine.
Of course.
Now, this is supposed to be an official death.
This is official death, supposedly. It's supposed to be an official death, they say.
So this may be James Howlett's last stand, or Logan's last stand.
Might be.
So do you think this storyline takes place after Old Man Logan, or is it even in that same...
I don't think it's the same.
It's a different Wolverine we're talking about that's dying.
Yeah,
it's tough for me to keep up with. Now they got
you know
this Wolverine, the Ultimate Wolverine, the Old Man Wolverine, regular Wolverine, Patch Adams... whatever the hell else you got going on.
He's very iconic.
It's tough. There's not just one Wolverine, just like there's not one Spider-Man.
No. Did you hear about Spider-Man?
What happened?
Spider-Verse.
What do you mean?
Spider-Verse. I mean, it's like different types of Spider-Man. You can't say Spider-Man. Spider-Men.
Spider-Mans?
Man. Spider-Mans. But, you know, it's like a Noir Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy is a Spider-Man in the one universe. Spider-Ham is coming back.
Hey, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy and James Gunn being really awesome at Dragoncon, so I heard. I didn't get to meet him. Did you get to meet him while I was there?
I missed him.
No, I saw that Bambada, I don't know, she's a t-shirt artist. She took a picture with him.
Oh, I got him right here. I mean, yeah, that's
she gave him a shirt and said, hey, let's take a selfie.
Oh,
he took a selfie, so that's pretty cool. And then I saw a video of him out on one of the hotel lobbies with everybody dressed in Marvel, and they're all doing the little
dance.
Baby Groot.
Yeah,
doing the Baby Groot. So he seems like a really cool guy.
I have it on my Instagram. I've seen it.
And his brother was with him.
Sean, Sean, Gunn. Speaking of those two, I went to the Walk of Fame. I walked the
where you can pay for the autographs and pictures.
I didn't pay for autograph because I
just like walking and look.
Me too. Man, Lou Ferrigno looked good for his age, dude.
He looked good the 1 year I went, man.
Man, he is.
That's a big dude.
Big dude. He's pretty big, man.
I met Norman Reedus. I met Bo Bridges.
You did?
Yeah. Bo Bridges, I actually shook his hand and talked to him. Norman Reedus, he was getting ready to get up and go eat lunch, and because he wasn't there as Walking Dead. He was there as Boondock Saints. Because at the time,
stop right there.
Boondock
Saints 3.
I heard. Yeah. I don't know how much of it. You know, I looked at the director. I forgot what his name is on Boondock Saints. But I think he's only directed Boondock Saints and Boondock Saints 2. That's the only two things he's directed.
Might be a different director, huh?
No, it could be him. Like you figure there was how many years? Like 10 years in between the two Boondocks.
It's been a long time.
There was a long gap in between the Boondock Saints, and then they finally convinced him to do it 2. So maybe they pulled him around to do a 3.
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet. If you got any more closing comments, or just want to wrap this up?
No, I have nothing. But guys, check out our website. Not our website, but our Facebook page.
Facebook.
Our Twitter account.
He's got a Twitter going on. What's the Twitter handle?
Twitter handle is at the Aging Geek Show.
Twitter at the Aging Geek Show. That's where you can find. Amos is throwing out the tweets. I don't think we've set up an Instagram yet.
Not Instagram, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
On Instagram, we got a Facebook.
I'm sorry, it's Aging Geek at Aging Geek Show. Not Aging Geek Show. I'm sorry, it's that Twitter.
And we got YouTube.
YouTube.
Obviously, you're watching this shit on YouTube, so I fucking guess you know that.
So I'm trying to get a lot of followers, man.
Yo, I've heard, we've only got a couple of minutes, but I've heard that between Amos and I haven't really talked to Matt, that we're trying to put together a package of free shit that we're going to get to somebody, we're going to give away once we hit a certain number. We haven't come up with a number or the package, but it's going to be like a boom. If you help us get to this many likes on Facebook and this many followers,
this is an appreciation that
we're going to drop a bomb.
We appreciate
and we'll
this.
let you know what the bomb is. The bomb's going to be including some T-shirts, maybe some statues,
figures,
maybe
books.
a couple of figures, some old comic books, some new comic books. It's going to be like a little nerd package that you're going to get. And when we do decide what it is, we'll let you know. And when we do decide the number, it's going to take you helping us out to get to that number. And then when that number is hit, it's going to be a random draw, and someone is going to be given a big box of coolness.
Yes. We really would appreciate that, because without you, it won't
be
us.
No us. We'll just be two guys in a fucking room with a camera staring.
Killing time.
Yeah. So, like us on Facebook. Let us know how we're doing. Feel free to leave comments. That's Amos. I'm Brian. And this is the Aging Geek. Talking about all things geeky.